Don't you hate it when your hair is just like flaky and you're like, ah, I can't get rid of this like dandruff. It just like looks like not as good as you want it to. It doesn't feel good because your scalp is itchy. Yeah, I had that too. And I figured out how to treat that and then to find a routine that finally helped my scalp and my hair just be so smooth and feel so nice. And I came up with a routine that helped me feel just consistently beautiful and just like soft skin and soft hair. And I want to share that with you today. It is a bit about full body of just my shower routine as well as like my hair care products that are my favorite. So let's dive in and I'll go over each of those with you. What I keep in my shower for my every other day shower, like a normal shower, is a foot pumice. So that is a coarse and a softer side for my feet. So I do like my heels and the palm of my foot and like the bottoms of my toes. And I guess I'll use the soft one for like around my toe, my nail beds. And that's just, it makes you feel like your feet are super smooth, baby soft, like you just came from the salon and got a pedicure. So that is a great tool. The other one is a dry brush, and I actually use it wet, which maybe that's not how it's supposed to be used, but I've tried a couple different brands, and this is the one I found that's really easy to get. It's really affordable. It's from Target. It's like $6. It's Eco Tools. And I just like hang it to dry after each shower, but you just get soap, and I for my body wash, I just use a bar of soap, which is, I use like the Dove sensitive soap to avoid any weird chemicals. And then I got this little holder for it also at Target. And it came with a 2-pack. So my boyfriend has his own shower, so he has his little holder for his as well. But yeah, you just get this wet with warm water. You scrub the soap, and then you just go in like little circles all around your body and even like your belly and your legs and the back of your body. And that, it feels amazing. It feels like somebody's giving you like a back scratch on your back. And it just like rubs away all this like dead skin that builds up and like lotion and stuff. And oh my gosh, it just leaves you feeling so amazing. Like you just came from like a spa treatment. It's awesome. And also I think it's necessary to prevent like ingrown hairs. Like I used to get ingrown hairs on the backs of my arms. I haven't had an ingrown hair on the back of my arm in like 10 plus years since I've been using a dry brush to exfoliate during my showers. And then, yeah, I don't like to use it dry because it just like, it hurts. Like I feel like, and also if you come from the gym, you're dirty. So I don't want to use like my clean brush on my dirty skin. But if I'm using it with soap in the shower, I'm cleaning the brush and cleaning myself. So that's why I like to use it in the shower as like a wet brush and not a dry brush. But specifically getting a dry brush and not getting a loofah, a little fluffy thing that just like seems like it just traps germs, is really important, because I've also tried almost every other type of exfoliating tool, and a dry brush is like a 10 out of 10 and the rest are like a 5 out of 10. Even like compared to like a washcloth or like those hand gloves. Yeah, this is just what I found to be the best thing ever for just feeling so pampered every time you shower. And then I also have a razor. What I use is Chic, I don't know. I just use the pink one. I ordered the razor heads from their website. It's like very affordable. Like $20 or something for a bunch of them, like 24 or something. Yeah, and you just like pop it off and replace them as you need to. But I will shave like my armpits, bikini area, top of my legs, backs of my legs, bottoms of my legs. That's pretty much it. I don't touch my arm hair. I think that that's important to leave alone. Don't shave my face, don't touch that. That's literally it. Just like armpit, maybe torso, have a little like line of hair, just wherever I feel self-conscious about, and that would make me feel better to have less hair there. It's kind of like imagining yourself in your bikini and like where would you want there to be less hair? Usually your legs, your armpits, and then maybe like your torso and your bikini line. Usually it's like every other shower I'll shave. So like every, I don't know, like every 4 days or something, like once or twice a week. But if I want to, or like say I'm gonna wear a bikini or something, then I'll shave. But I try not to shave every day. And then also a hack is that usually your shave looks the best the day after, because the same day you shave, sometimes, at least for me, I get like little, like I'll get like razor bumps. Not horrible, but for some reason it's always the day I shave and never the day after. So that's just like a life hack. If you're like gonna wear a bikini, maybe shave the night before, and the next day you might have like no razor bumps. This is the best shampoo and conditioner I've found for scalp health, like preventing buildup and dandruff, and for making your hair like smooth and shiny and smell good. It has a really nice smell to it. So yeah, Jupiter, that's the brand I get. And it's kind of expensive. It's like a little bottle. I have a lot of hair, so I go through a lot of shampoo and conditioner, but trust me, I've tried so many, maybe 20 plus, and these are the best. What I had used when I was dealing with like dandruff, which happened last winter, and I don't know what happened, but, well, I do know what happened. I was using a poopy shampoo. I was using like a drugstore shampoo. I think it was the Tresemme brand, just like Moisture Tresemme something. And I had been using Tresemme for years, and it's just like kind of cheapy, but you know, I thought like that's all I could afford, but it's not exactly true. I could have afforded something better. I just thought that, you know, like it wasn't worth spending money on. But I realized that it's important to take care of your scalp health, because that's when I started to realize my scalp was dry and itchy, and I noticed like flakiness. And so what I did is I tried out some anti-dandruff shampoos, Head and Shoulders. That did not do it for me. It didn't do anything really. So what I tried and what finally helped my scalp get back to normal was this one, Nizoral Catazone 1% ketoconazole. Yeah. Anti-dandruff shampoo. And this, I used it like once a week or like twice a week for a couple weeks. And yeah, finally my scalp like cleared, and it just like went back to normal. Because apparently dandruff is like an overgrowth of yeast. And that can happen like, I think just when your scalp pH gets out of whack, which if you use cheap shampoo, that can do that. And just like dry weather too. So I was just like, I'm so sick of not having a healthy scalp, and it makes my hair look worse. So then I just tried so many different shampoos, and that's when I finally landed on these, because they do have a little bit of zinc in them, but just all of the ingredients in here are so clean that I feel super good about it. And then it leaves my hair really soft. Like last time I washed my hair, I used Jupiter. That's what I use most of the time now, or like all of the time. And yeah, no tangles, just really soft, and smells nice. And a lot of the natural ones, they left my hair feeling dry, and even like, yeah, like made my scalp that like kind of like dry and like dandruffy. Whereas the Jupiter fixed it, and just consistently over the last year, as I'm trying different ones, the one that was like always making my scalp feel nice was Jupiter. And that's like my reset shampoo between the trials also, because that was the only one that actually held my scalp. But yeah, I have two to show you that I recently tried from Target that I thought would be good for my scalp, but they weren't super great, or they were good for my scalp, but they left my hair dry. So the first one is the Aveeno shampoos. I love this smell. It smells so good, and it leaves my hair really silky and smelling amazing. But this is the clarifying one. I also tried the like refresh minty one, and then the daily moisture. But they dried my scalp out so much, like to the point of it being itchy. Like I was sitting with my boyfriend one night, and I'm just like itching my scalp, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my hair's so itchy, like what's up? And then I realized that I had been using the Aveeno shampoos, and I was like, oh, they're not good for my scalp health. And then, yeah, so unfortunately, even though my hair was silky and smelled really nice, it wasn't gonna be a long-term shampoo and conditioner for me. And then I tried these because I thought these were really clean ingredients and good, like, you know, like they're a face wash brand. And honestly, I don't use them for my face wash brand, but I know of them, and they're like, you know, reputable. So I tried the CeraVe shampoo and conditioner, and my scalp felt really good, but the problem is it made my hair tangly. Like I couldn't even run my fingers through my hair, it would tangle, even with putting a little hair oil at the ends and the mids of my hair. So unfortunately, these also did not do it for me. And yeah, those are the only ones I really wanted to show you for what I recently tried but didn't work. And then my favorite shampoo and my favorite shower products. And then one of my last favorites is a hair clip, because I have long hair. After I've washed it in the shower, and I'm gonna start shaving and like scrubbing my body with the dry brush, it's really helpful to just like put the hair up and get it out of the way. And sometimes I'll put my conditioner in and let it soak while I clip it. But yeah, this has been like such a lifesaver. I don't really wear this as like a hairstyle, but I use it in the shower every time I shower. Oh, there was actually one more thing I use, and that is face wash every time I shower. And then I also take off my makeup in the shower if I was wearing makeup. So I have like little disposable makeup pads like these, and then I'll just like step out of the shower when my hair is up in the clip, and I'll use my micellar water, put that on there, and remove the makeup, which I usually just wear like mascara, concealer. Maybe I'll fill in my brows, and then I guess that's it. It's just like the eye area. But yeah, the face wash doesn't really get off the makeup, so I'll step out of the shower and use this. Otherwise, I look like a raccoon. But yeah, you can also do it when you're done showering too. And then once I get out of the shower, I use a wet brush. So amazing, best thing ever. If you don't have a wet brush, you should get this as your hairbrush. And then a comb, literally I got like a 12 pack of combs, and I just use one of these to like part my hair and then, comb the scalp so it kind of stimulates it. But yeah, I don't really brush in the shower usually. Unless I went for a run and my hair is super tangly, I'll just brush when I get out of the shower. Yeah, I just like brush my hair all back, and then I use the comb to part it down the middle, and then I'll use the wet brush again, and then I'll use the comb to like kind of stimulate my scalp. And it also gets a lot of hair out when I use the comb. But I also tried the Eco Tools like scalp massager. That didn't do anything for me. I feel like my hair was way too thick, like it couldn't even get to my scalp. So I wouldn't recommend that. And then the hair oil that I'll use sometimes if I'm going to use heat on my hair is the Odell, because I think it smells really nice. And I put it on my damp hair if I'm going to use a hairdryer, which I don't usually use, but sometimes I like the hair oil. It also helps it like tame down a little bit if it's frizzy. But yeah, and then my last favorite hair product for when I'm out of the shower is aloe vera gel. I know it's not like a traditional hair thing, but this is all I use for like taming my flyaways. I have so many little baby hairs, and even if my hair is just down, I will put like a little bit of it on my fingers, and I will flatten down the flyaways, and then I'll tuck my hair and put it on the front pieces. It literally helps, and then sometimes my hair will separate right here. So the aloe vera just helps it all like clump together to be like a nice cohesive like swoop of hair when I tuck up on my ears. It's like a styling gel, but it's so natural. It's literally just an inner gel of aloe plants. And I have tried other hair products that I don't love. And so that is why the only hair products I currently use are the aloe vera gel and the hair oil, because they're super natural. And hairspray and other hair styling products left a weird residue in my hair. The Odell hair styling product, which I'll show you, did that, but aloe doesn't, so that's why I like the aloe. And this hair oil is just more natural than another one I was using. And let me get those for you 1 second. So the ones that I have tried to help with my flyaways are the extra hold hairspray, which just smells like horrible when you spray it. This hairspray from Tresemme, which also smells horrible when you spray it, and just like way too perfumey on my hair, and I just don't, it's like sticky, I just don't like it. This is the styler I tried, but it left like a weird residue and like looked almost like peely, like your skin, like when you get sunburn on your scalp and like peels. That's how this looks. It looked on my hair when I think like apply it, so I don't like it. And then this is the Eva NYC 10-in-1 primer. I like the smell. I don't love how it like sprays and like mists, because it kind of goes in like your lungs. And yeah, I just don't love it as much as the Odell one, but it's okay. I use this for like a couple years. But yeah, not my favorite currently, but it's okay. It's like my second favorite, I guess, for if you're going to use a hair dryer on your hair. And then this I haven't used in a long time, but this is like a curl foam. Yeah, it's definitely not like a normal thing I would use, but I tried it one time and I guess I don't know. I don't really use much product in my hair, but maybe I'll have to try it again and let you guys know how I think of it. But yeah, I haven't honestly used it in a long time. But my point is like those are my favorites, the aloe and the Odell hair oil, and those are my favorite shower products that help me keep myself like looking really nice and smooth. And then when I get out of the shower, I use the native coconut vanilla lotion all over my body because that just like seals in moisture. You can use whatever lotion you want. I've tried a bunch of different lotions, and I used to love I think it was called Cetaphil unscented, but they stopped carrying it at Target, and I literally can't find it hardly anywhere. So I have smelled a lot of other lotions, and I've tried some other ones, and like the Aveeno lotion, for example, and that one just didn't hydrate my skin the same way. So I just have been loving the native coconut and vanilla. Yeah. And then I will show you my skincare routine in another video. But yeah, that's my shower and hair routine for keeping myself looking and smelling great. Yeah, I try to shower every other day. That is the rhythm I've found that is best for me to keep smelling my best and keeping my hair like a good amount of clean. Because there was days when I was working my 9 to 5 where I wouldn't shower for like over a couple days, and then my hair would just get so greasy and I just would feel gross. And I decided I needed to implement like a rule because that is important to smell good and feel like you feel confident and beautiful. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I also have a school community called Julia's Method, where I also am there to help you feel like your most attractive self. And I'm accepting founding members right now who will have free access to the community, and I'm trying to build a community of women who share tips and ideas about how to feel your best and to grow your mindset, your body to feel your best and look your best, you know, beauty routines, yeah, just like lifestyle and everything like that, and health. And so if you are interested in that, please join me there. I'd love to see you there. Otherwise, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!